Well, since you guys asked for it, today's episode of Not Hilo Heist is going to be about me playing Russia. And I feel like I need to give thanks to Hoi Viet Dong Tran 3065. Sorry, I don't speak Vietnamese, but um, yeah, for giving me the idea of adding this to the video. For making this video in the first place, and I thought, okay, well, if everyone wants to, if okay, not everyone, really, just one guy wants to watch some Russia gameplay, I might as well also give you a bit of hints and tips about how I would play Russia if I felt like actually chilling. And basically, this match we are on Baltisk. We are doing we're on the, I think this is the good side. We're technically on the good side, uh, but yeah, what do I mean by playing Russia the easy way? Because Russia is not in the best state that it has been compared to the past, like uh, before like November or something last year, and I think that has something to do with the maps and also how Russia works in general. Because if you look at Russia as a faction compared to US, they have more expensive helicopters, even though they are stronger on paper. They have less stealthy units, like they don't have access to the F-35, F-22, but instead have a more, uh, I guess, a stealth jet that has more like room to equip armaments, like the S-257. It can have like four of those seed missiles and also two bombs, which is a build that I absolutely adore. But it really doesn't have as much stealth as the normal stealth jets that the American offers. So ultimately, when you're trying to play on like big maps like flanks, like such as let's say, I guess Ruta Force kind of counts, except normally we don't go that far away. There's also maps like Dead Center. Dead Center is a map where the flanks can go really wide. Same with Cherniakovsky District. That is a map where like there's a big hill on the sea side of the map, and then there's also like tall skyscrapers. Oh, unluck. My cord gets spotted. Um, yeah. So like on big maps, generally when you play as Russia, you really want to avoid big maps like your life depends on it, and yeah, you just really want to do that. Uh, and if you ask me what I'm doing here, I was trying to do something funny, but I guess we'll never find out what happens. So this is what America, like US, tries to do at the start of the game. It's natural. They cheese you. They try to put down helicopters in the cap as soon as possible. But this map does favor Russia a little bit more, um, since there aren't really a lot of flanks. Well, does it really favor Russia? I don't know, but because when you play as Russia on this map, you automatically forfeit the island on the right, or well, the at the edge of the map, which, like, you know, I'm pretty sure if you played the campaign or the demo mission back in the open betas, then that is a place you start off of. Basically, the way that it works for Russia on this map, Baltisk exactly, is that if you give up the island entirely, which is supposed to happen anyways, otherwise you will end up investing way more points than you should, and you'll lose the fight on the main side, like the big part of Baltisk. Um, but what you want to do is you want to try to control 2 out of 3 caps with a couple of units, with a couple units to help you. Either it's going to be artillery, or it's going to be just blobbing units, or just having more stuff. But anyways, um, when you play as Russia, right? There. Let's talk about. Hold up, I don't have the pause key. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Uh, all right. So when you play the alpha side, this is the alpha side, and that is the Bravo side. The alpha side of the map, and you want to completely focus on this on the island, or not the island, the big side, the big side. since I'm playing B, I'll talk about B a little bit more. This small high rise gives you a lot of intel about what your opponent is doing. So normally you could put a sniper up here, which is kind of hard to deal with because, I mean, obviously you could artillery it without even spotting anything. That would work, but you know, normally people just push it with infantry. And this tree line is really essential to holding B because once someone gets up here, they can just push down here or other kinds of stuff. For example, like what happens later in a couple minutes, but we'll find out about that later. But yeah, this tree line is really important to holding B because once they push through, then it's kind of hard to wrap around here just to try and reinforce B. It makes no sense. You would rather have a better time just cutting corners and going from this hill to that hill. On the contrary, both these tree lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes this and that as well, are prime MLRS targets. Like people artillery here all the time, and you shouldn't be annoyed if it happens because like what else are they gonna artillery, right? So yeah, that's how like usually these two hills play out. As for the B cap itself, it is a bit more in my favor because as you can see here, if I take control of this tree line, then I can be able to take shots at whatever comes down the road. Whereas for my opponent, he has to be out in the open. Well, I guess it doesn't really count as out in the open, but he's in a much more vulnerable spot than I am, and since I have the cover of the tree line, to shoot at me down this road, which normally doesn't happen. Even if he does, I can just simply unload here, and then slowly move into B. However, this is under the assumption that there is no recon here or here, and so this is why sometimes when you play B on this side, you're heavily influenced by. I mean, you could easily take control of this tree line. That makes sense. That's perfectly fine. But if you don't artillery these buildings or cruise missile them to like blow them up, or you don't have your own snipers here, everything you do is going to get spotted. Especially if you have like a supply truck, you just loudly put it behind here, and then your opponent's going to see it obviously just coming in, and then they're going to bomb it, or maybe not even bomb it, just throw something at it, something that will explode. And yeah, so that's usually how the way B plays out. So what I want to do is I kind of need to play on, well, it's kind of up to how my team plays, but yeah, the buildings here and here are kind of what I need to control before I even think about taking B, even though I did kind of just walk into B in the first place. So unfortunately for us, what happened, it happened, right? My opponent brings out a, like, he's playing striker, right? This is the most dominant specialization in the game currently, and he decided to devote his entire opener to 2 APs with Marines, Smalls, and 1 Booker. Yeah, and then like all my infantry died in this all of a sudden, and there's nothing I can do about it. Even though I did invest like money into 2 Bookers, and my recon is also kind of dead here. Oh, unluck. But yeah, like shit happened, right? Like sometimes in the opener you don't really know what your opponent is going to open up with, and it catches you off guard, especially if you have a slower specialization. Like, look at me right now. I have a Taz, which is kind of needed, but I had nothing to deal with this Booker because I've a Tor that was going to deal with their helicopters. If they were air spamming me, then I would need the books. So you could definitely say that I was not really I was kind of gambling with whatever with my opponent's opener. But regardless, I decided to just throw a Brentina, a Taz, at the tree line that this guy was smoking down, in case the Marines were still there, and then I'll have to deal with this Booker somehow. But you know, we'll see how that works out. I think he goes, he smokes up immediately. At least the good thing is I had an ally with the T-15 came in and helped me the moment that I caved in. So yeah, I kind of got carried a little bit here. This actually helped me a lot because, as you can see here, he managed to put a fork on there, sneak it over there, and then yeah, I asked my my allies to my random teammates, because like I don't even know. Yeah, this sniper squad is spotting everything, but basically it's gonna already these 3 buildings until they piss out of it. It's not really the weapon squads that are really a threat to me. It's more like if there's recon in there, they can spot a lot of things, as I mentioned earlier. So we'll just keep on. We'll have to dip a little bit since I'm gonna talk about my setup once I get everything ready. Oh, ESP is now being contested. Books come in handy, do they? Nope. But anyways, what you do in B, like in maps like these, I was actually trying to sneak the Spetsnaz over there to these 2 buildings, because normally if my opponent can't get a sniper in here, he will try to get a sniper here. This one I can't get into anyway, so I'll probably try my luck here. That's what I was doing, and I realized, oh wait, this man's still in B, so I guess I'll just walk back into B and not even think about it. So my setup in B is going to be rather simple this game. I know, like, I kind of messed up the first couple seconds, but I mean the first minute or 2 of trying to take control of B, but I am getting a lot of help here. Obviously, getting help is not the point. Yeah, the first thing I need to make sure is that is this tree line clear, and then what the hell is over here? Because you can step inside of it and test B. So you always want to have a unit inside of B. This would be like kind of like the main priority once you take control of it. Like 1 unit is fine until it gets artillery. So now I figured out that, oh, my opponent has a tank here, hello. And then maybe, unfortunately for me, I don't really have cluster MLRS for this tank, but I ended up just sending a BTR MDM just to piss off that tank. And as you saw me earlier, a couple seconds ago, I had a TOS that was already pre-aiming the edge of the cap, because if my opponent realizes, oh, okay, I guess I can't put a tank here, well, you know what he's gonna do next. He's just gonna simply throw infantry at it. So right now this TOS it should be on hold fire, but I guess it's not. Is it hold fire? It is on hold fire, thankfully. Very, very nice. So I moved my Spetsnaz outside of the cap, at least for now, just to check if there was anything over there, because if there was, I would just fire the TOS, and if there weren't, then I would not fire the TOS. Unfortunately, there are 2, and there is a bunch of units there. I better go help my allies out really quick. That is a what's it called again? Cat phase with my opponents. But yeah, like if things happen, the cat phase ellipse, the cat phase the way the cat phase barrage is usually like in an oval shape that's the lengthy side is toward him. So if you see it coming at you, just run to the side or something. Obviously he could drag it, right? He could drag it. So like but then like you'll probably be fine. I also spot the STT that I don't think I spotted, but at least I know where to RT with my gun, with my Coletia now. And now this guy is, I think, was that my TOS? That was my TOS, but okay, but hear me out. It was necessary to kill the Marine Raiders, and I'm not sure if 2 Marine Raiders are good enough to kill. Two BDV Spetsnaz is enough to kill a. You call it again? To kill a Marine Raider. I also spotted his next squad trying to cross the open, thanks to probably this squad right here. And I know there's a Booker right there over there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep pre-firing my TOS. Spot the Booker with my MT4M. It's really the bit of inertia inside that like 2 is enough to take care of the Booker. This guy is shooting the wrong reason. But like I just wasted, I mean I dumped 75 points to kill a 190 point unit that my opponent really relies on pushing. Then yeah, that's fine. The best part about this is that this guy, since if you want to run a Marine Raider and a Marine squad, you need the Hemmet, and the guy did not have a Hemmet, so my TOS kind of just slowed these guys in their tracks. I have and then now, like, since I'm freed up, it's about killing units, right? I'm freed up, I can go for the next target that I spot or whatever. Like this guy's just chilling here. this is I guess something about Russia where like you just have so many units. So if something is at your advantage, if you manage to deal a good blow to your opponent, then you can always always have even more units than your opponent. Like actually, what am I talking about? But okay, let's try to rephrase that. So let's say you have more units, you can outnumber your opponent head on, and then like after that, you can kind of use your like spread out your units, maybe go help someone else, make it more like a 2v1 rather than a 1v1 for the quantity, like the lesser quality but higher quantity, you know, kind of style. I think this is more of a, this is even like more obvious when you are playing specializations like mechanized. Motorized is a bit more like, motorized is better infantry. Oh shit, that is a juju. Oh, the B2! Run away! I don't know what is in that B2, but we'll find out. Oh shit! And I'm like, oh hell no. Yeah, that was truly unlucky. I don't even know. I think my book 2 died there, and normally the way people this is a cheese strategy, but yeah, I gotta go. Okay, so actually let's just talk about what happens here. So our opponents decided this game they want to play the, should we coin it the senator strat? But basically it's a strategy where you just do nothing until the end of the phase, you nuke a point and then you rush it, kind of thing. And for America, it kind of, you like, you have to spend 1,000 points by default, because that B2 is not coming back. These guys, yeah, that's what they're gonna do. And as the guy being like getting nuked, obviously, like you know what, it's fine. Like these guys probably, how many points did he even lose? They actually got more. Yeah, they got way more. They killed a lot of units. Like these guys back here died as well. So, and also I lost my book. But basically at this point, okay, 1 minute later, you can judge by the amount of units with your recon, or like if you do manage to see it, whether you should defend it or not. So the moment that, like, since if you remember earlier, I had this guy here the entire time, I could have just moved down this road into A, just to get deleted by everything here. So, or I could just try to hold B, since I wasn't the one getting nuked. I also had a pre-fire Taza just going around here. Yeah, I got 2 skulls right there. I guess if you didn't see that clearly, we can try again. But anyways, this guy's trying to go in with the javelin. Oh, I actually don't get javelin there. Yeah, this guy's trying to drive into B and take control of it. So instead of us having like a +1, they would be the ones getting 1 point from the first phase just by pulling this trick off. Not really a trick, more like a pulling this move off, I suppose. But yeah, there was a Striker RV Javelin, and that thing cannot hold itself against Oz or the Cat Face, so we're just gonna quickly remove those guys. Take control of B-Cap now. Yeah, this is how I decided to save myself in phase 1, and then afterwards, I think there was could be a sniper here, otherwise this guy wouldn't get shot at. And now we just kind of gotta save ourselves, you know. We kind of gotta help my teammate push back in day, because if we don't push back, then the next time this happens, I'm gonna be the one that gets nuked. But yeah, like, all right. So this is the idea for A. I think I have to fill in for my allies once that they've gone down. They're resupplying back here. They're coming back to the front. I'm just using the BMDs to kind of force them off out in the buildings with, like, instead of pushing in, right? Because these guys die in like 2-3 taps. The AK4s, all those smalls. And yeah, back to the getting cat fade part inside B. My opponent also cat fade me. This is where like the IVs come in. This really does heavily depend on the IV, and I want to let you guys know that guards has a really good vehicle against these, what do you call it? Against the catfish. And that vehicle is, I think it's called the BMO or something. It's like a little tank. It's like a T-72 hull, but you can put 8 troops in it. And not even Bookers can pen it from the front. And I think it's a really good vehicle that you should definitely, I mean, like troop transport. It does absolutely nothing on its own. It's more like the, yeah, it is pretty useless, honestly, but, but, it just doesn't die. I'm throwing my alligator here, not good. Yeah, like, I think, if you have trouble with getting cat fade out of a point, or, you have trouble with Bookers, just have that thing as your front line, use it to tank against the Bookers. You can't do anything about it. And then afterwards, just reverse, right? Just slowly reverse. Obviously, it does not really have, unlucky. I could have killed those guys, those moths, because those guys are really juicy. Like 100, I don't know, 100 points each? Yeah, like that guy. If I can get rid of those guys, it would be really nice. Just gonna try and pull it at him. And then afterwards, I think I'll talk about, like, oh yeah, but yeah, like back to the troop transport part. Since these guys are tanking for the infantry, then like when you get TOS, you can just drop the infantry and put them back into the cap. So what's he gonna do? Is he gonna TOS again? Like, is he gonna catch me again? Like, sure, if he has 2 of them. I mean, yeah, you can try, right? Stupid mistake by putting the Coalitia right next to an obstructed, what would you call that? Like the shells just hit the containers over there, rather than actually going at my target. In the meantime, I call on SU-35 just to make, just to check if there are any snipers. No, not snipers. Planes in the air. I'm gonna say hello to that Moss team. Except, I forget that it's flying in high altitude. We'll skip a little bit until I think I just tossed myself. I did toss myself. What are you doing? Oopsies. Yeah, guys, remember to put yourself on hold fire. There's a nuke to toss here. Right, so like this is a, I mean, like the reason why I'm not using this video as a high-low heist is because I can't even put these guys in. But yeah, like the reason why this video is not a high-low heist is because my opponents are not the best. I think my opponents spotted the taunts going, and that's why I never do that. Like if I do, then I would smoke it, but regardless, this is a positive trade because we had fighters around just to snipe it off. Like we gotta, that build is like around 400 points, and the TOS is like 225 if you run it cheap. That's what I do. I think cheap TOS are so fucking good despite the nerfs. Sorry for cursing there. Oh, I accidentally lazed wrong building, and right now it's kind of like an arty fest, but now we're just gonna keep on resupplying the TOS, hold firing onto B, defend our own cap, and then maybe if I have the leisure to do this, since I am playing like guards, I can roll over to help my guys out in A. Not with my TOS though, because like I think the TOS in B cap especially, you have the leisure to have a TOS here and go for C, and also defend B at the same time. Like this is the perfect setup, you know. Like, or okay, maybe if this guy was here, then he could do both, but I would get spotted if I walked into here unless I smoked myself in. So definitely a way to play the game. Getting RT'd again, but that's fine because like I'm guards. Like my tank ain't gonna take damage. I'm no striker main here. My infantry, well, if he probably cat faded me a little while longer, they would die, but these infantry are cheap anyways, even if I lost, then real life, I would say losing them would be painful, but you know, we're in broken era here, right? Like losing units or like trading is just part of the process. Anyways, javelins, gonna shoot smoke. Cause this guy's a really cheap T90. It doesn't even have any APS or anything. The best tank I think Guards has is like the T90M. Since it is actually, it's not as good as a Zap, but it's something, right? It has 1400 meters of range, and it's something where it's barely comparable. Oh, I actually destroyed that building, crazy. But the next in line is actually the T80UM. This is 250 points, and this has it's kind of like not as good as, like, the gun on this tank is not as good as this one, I think, but it has APS. And if you want to deal with bookers, then this is probably the ideal tank to do so. It's really good. I'm just gonna hold fire again with the Brentino, and then slowly chill. We're gonna have to skip to the next time my opponent pushes in. I was at like 1 unit here just to like keep the cap under control, since I think I forgot to hold fire. I did not. Okay, that's not my unit. But yeah, like this is what I've been doing. Like just keep 1 unit inside the cap and we'll be okay. Like 1 cap in A, like 1 guy in A, 1 guy in B. Yeah, I think that's that is the way. That is the way. And this is only after we've taken control of the cap, though. You slowly set up just to purely defend it, and then you keep on going from there. Like I guess this is kind of a sleeper game, you know. You play completely very defensive style, and oh, poor guy. Yeah, overall pretty defensive style, and but you know, it is quite effective once you get the hand of it. And Russia, even though like they say, but Russia is like slower than US. How do you defend the point if you don't even have it in the first place? Well, that's kind of what you gotta figure out, right? Oh. Okay, as you see here, immediately getting property. Oh, but I am getting pushed, so I'm just gonna fire the TOS that. You know what? If everyone dies here, it's fine. I'm just gonna fire the TOS and everything here. I can take back the cap later. Smoke myself, maybe run away. Oh no, I'm just gonna go for it. Why is this guy not shooting? Ah, he was on short burst, that's why. Unlucky. I'm trolling. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a couple coordinates here because I think this goes both ways. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. This tree line, also this one. They're really good for like firing coordinates or throws down this road, so pretty good spots if you are aware. Yeah, every time my opponent pushes me, I do know that, like, yeah, sure, I spent a bunch of points on this BS, but did I fire? Here, and firing, whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back, resupply. We'll be fine. We're infantry, and this is the Malaris that I was talking about, but I guess he didn't really have anything ready. I hide the really good coordinate in here. Yeah, this tree line is still the best. Oh, scooped myself up. Say hello to the booker. And then, yeah, they're just gonna... The sniper here can spot a lot of stuff. Blubbing tanks is definitely not a good idea, though. Please move. Yes, please move. I don't think if our opponents ever decided to like nuke us again or not, but I think that was almost the end of the game. Like just occasionally pushing units here because my opponent, he doesn't know, like, since I have control of the cap, right, he doesn't know when I'm inside of it. So I can be the one to choose. Okay, I wanna push now. I get to push you. Either he has to like completely like have a cafe, like focused on the cap, I mean, he could do that obviously, or maybe he's just not doing it hard enough. Honestly, yeah, I think that is the case. I think my opponent just doesn't want to like can't fade the place hard enough. Otherwise, like I would spend a bit more time and energy on trying to like resupply my units. In the meantime, we are getting pushed really hard. I feel like D's gonna get lost. I'm just gonna toss it a little while, a little bit later. Oh, what happened to my supplies? Oh, Joker. Oh, here comes a Kenpei. Run away. It would have been a better idea if I moved my MDM over here, my PR MDM aside, but I think I just chose to stand there like a Chad. He lived? He lived? Oh my god, he lived. Yeah, that was a pretty long burst. And yeah, I don't think there seems to be a... Yeah, our opponents, I mean our allies turned out to also hold themselves pretty well. We're gonna have more of these. And maybe... Yeah, the second phase was pretty successful. So what do we say? Oh, yeah, I think I accidentally tossed someone. Oh, this is the hold fire burst, as you can see. I think there's more Marines coming in, so I'm just gonna pause again. That's what I thought. Accidentally kill my teammates in the process. Good job, Coin. Oh, hell no. What am I doing? But I definitely did, you know, team killing is part of the process, you know? Like, remember the memes that was about, Russia rescuing hostages or, like, fuse from Spetsnaz? Hell yeah, brother. Rainbow Six Siege was, I think they make a new meme. I kind of forgot about it. Anyways, the Cornet having its value here. I have 2 Cornets here, but the guy, like, our opponents could simply just smoke here, and then we would, like, they could just run down the road for free. But I guess they don't want to, and that's fine. Well, that is a... Oh, wait. Okay. Random artillery. Okay, getting blasted by a CJ that flew into my face. Oh. Alright. Let's spot a sniper there. Okay, he's busy typing. Unfortunately, lose the unit. Alright, Taz, your turn to shine. That's the simple hold fire game today. Okay, now we're both trying to cafe each other. Fight your teams ain't gonna hold themselves together. Oh, they're all dead. Okay, unlucky. But, you know, it goes both ways. I Taz, you can't fit me. That sounds fair. Sounds fair. Sounds fair. But my Spetsnaz is about to die to, like, whatever this is. Like, three ESVs, really? 3 ESVs. Ah, my sniper gets spotted there. We should nuke at 6 minutes. I don't know. Oh, we did get nuked somehow. Wait, why did we get nuked? Was it our nuke or their nuke? It might have been our nuke. Yeah, this guy chilling here, man. These are all ESVs, so they don't get to pen me. One thing about guards, I actually didn't mention this game because the guy never pushed me with strikers, is that Russia tanks normally have 750 pen heat rounds, and this would be enough to 2-shot to any striker. Any striker can get 2-shotted by a tank, and for Bradleys, it's a bit different because I think they need 4 shots. So Bradleys are actually really good against Russian tanks, especially the CFV, the recon one. As long as you put all the armor on top, like I forgot what the name was for it. The Busk 2, whatever. Yeah, nuke 1 now. Okay, yeah, well, like, I guess, we do have nukes. Oh, hell no. Okay, well, this guy is standing there. Oh, well, I guess this time the armor didn't hold, it didn't hold itself together. Is that a, oh, that is a... It's a small team. Yeah, clearly it wasn't enough. The nuke did happen. Oh wait, you guys want to see the nuke? I bet you guys wanna. Here it comes! Nuke! How many points did it even get? 1570. Oh, like 700, 800 points. Sorry guys. That was not intentional, I swear. But yeah, unfortunately the guy just decides to run me down with like the Maz and Marines team, so now I have to try to find a way to save my own ass here. I'm just gonna push back a day after this. Oh, and the very unlucky bird that is in my face, but I guess I'll try to figure out how to deal with that with my disciple. My pod was killing itself. Or at least no one else is in B for them at the moment. We're just gonna resupply way back. Sometimes it's okay to like lose a couple units. You don't really have to like get more of them. I mean like inside the unit transports, it would be okay though. I mean it would be pretty nice if you do, but sometimes having units there is what matters, right? Oh, he smoked. And he's running away. You know what time it is, boys? Oh, that was a very nice snipe from the VDV cornet. Now these guys have to spend an extra 30 seconds trying to walk into the cap. So what's next? What's next? 8 minutes left. Probably nothing happening at the moment. Our opponents are probably saving up for another Ooga Booga push. The cafe gets disabled there, and let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty well prepared for this. I have supplies everywhere. I think this Brentino is just okay. Well, just firing somewhere. I don't know. But we do spot their I don't know what you call it. Oh, cafe dies. Nice. I think I see a plane up there. What is it? Seems like a... It's still full HP, by the way. Why are my books not showing at the nuke? Where is the... okay. Well, and then at this point in time, you realize, oh shit, okay, they nuked C, sorry. Well, I guess it's time to turn off my radars, because the nuke is dead, and then go reinforce C. Yeah, you know, like, we're getting pushed pretty hard here. Obviously, my opponent probably is also planning for a push into all 3 caps, but I guess we all had some units spread out, so we're just gonna have we're just gonna try to save the caps one by one. So the nature of this nuke strategy, I guess, is that if my opponents decide to use a nuke, then they probably don't have enough points for more airstrikes after that. Like otherwise, they're probably just it just doesn't feel right? This is also a Maz team that my Barbars is kind of afraid of. I just have to kind of just reverse. I mean, maybe yeah, I guess my opponent did have some bombs. I'm just gonna have to keep firing at those buildings, try to take control of V. I mean, try to hold it. And then a SU-57. This is a plane that I'm really confident when it comes to bombing front lines. They normally have a lot of like its survivability lies in the fact that it has a seed missile, right? And my Barbars is kind of just here. Get the seed fires off. Actually kills the Samsa in the meantime. Very nice, very nice. And then Taz comes in. It's everything that died here. I mean everything. All my units died here. probably a full burst. Yeah, we held C eventually, I think. We held C eventually. And for resupply my bars. Told my allies I had to give B because oh they're rushing me now. At least the good thing is that okay, well our opponents tried pushing C, it failed miserably. They tried pushing A, it failed miserably. Now they're trying to push B, so okay, well maybe you can take B. Okay, maybe we'll let you take B. The funny part is I probably should have tried having the descent key hold B a little while longer, but I guess they died. Here comes another toss. It's the same building as those guys that are just inside. The toss really doesn't give your opponent a lot of time to react, and that is probably why it's so expensive, but also so effective at the same time. A good idea to probably move my toss though, otherwise it's gonna get counter artillery probably. Yeah, but turns out there's like 5 dudes inside the cap, 3 raiders. That's about it. And then we took the cap back, and it was a pretty smooth game. So in the last post game, you know, I'll talk a bit about the deck that I've been using lately, and I think you guys will probably. Oh, yeah, I hope you guys had fun watching this video. It's obviously not going to be. I'm throwing my alligator again. Probably not going to be the best. Like example for Hilo Heist, so therefore it is not going to be Hilo Heist at all. My opponents were pretty like normal dudes you would find at around the I think 22 to 2400 mark. So I think I just tossed myself. What am I doing? It does happen though. It's probably a good idea to not put your toss right next to the to something that might kill you, like a wall or something. Okay, that was the end. Okay, yeah, 20. Yeah, they had like the 2000 guy, but 2400. I guess that's the average. Maybe a bit higher. But yeah, that is the replay, and I will show you my deck very soon. Wait, look at the Taz. I guess the Taz did something. Big Taz, big Taz. My SU-57 killed 2 Hemets. What the hell are you doing? And was down bad for supplies. Alright, time to show you my deck. It is here. Wait. Hello? Oh, there we go. Let's see. All reliable. Okay, there we have it. I think this is, I'm pretty sure I haven't changed it at all. Maybe a couple spots, maybe? Okay, maybe not this one, but the unit that I was saying that was really resistant to the Taz was, or Taz or like the Catfay was this. BMOT. It is 60 top armor. 60. Normally with 30 top armor you could take like 5 or 6. Like Taz or the, what do you call it again? The Catfay mortar. MLRS, sorry. And then if you had like 40 armor, like the B15, then add 1 to 5 or 6. I'm not going to say that again. And then if you have like top armor that goes up to 60, then basically the Taz, the Catfay, they do no damage. And also the front armor is extremely good. I don't even think you need the side armor, but I guess 5 points it's okay, you know. Give it a bit more power in the engine just to keep up with the resupplying on my opponent's Booker trying to run me down. Reversing speed is also kind of important because if this thing runs into a Booker, all I have to do is just reverse it, right? Another way you can do it, I'm pretty sure this is in my Guards Moto deck. Yeah, I have 4 of these. And I just pair these with Bardi Moto Strelki, and then they will just, if a Booker tries to flank me, I'll just drop these guys out. They're definitely not enough to kill the Booker, but definitely enough to piss them off. So, actually it's not enough to kill them, so we probably stick around, but if I had one other squad, then they would probably be dead. So, anything else I wanted to mention? If I could bring one more of these. The Drock is for smoke. think I never brought it this game. Yeah, I never brought it. The quality is kind of good though. The quality is really good. I just have one just to annoy my opponent because I'm not really... I kind of suck as an artillery player, let's be honest here. But the double toss is definitely broken as shit. You guys should try it. This is good tank, good tank, good tank. This is a cheap tank. And everything else seems pretty standard. I understand that, like, you might ask, Corn, why do you have two Kurganets? The reason here being, I think sometimes you just want the Kurganets for cornets, and then also to transport people around, and that's for a cheaper price. And sometimes you need the you want the gun, and you also want this, the Bulat. But the Kurganets is a unit that's best used at range. So, regardless of having like a stronger fire support and also anti-vehicle capabilities, like both of these builds, they should probably stay away from like buildings, and your opponents probably hide them in bushes. That's what they're good at. And yeah, like the even the B11, it's a pretty good unit. The BRM3K, I don't use it as often against US anymore, mainly because javelins exist. And once I pop my smoke, I'm out of smokes. So yeah. And then last thing, I guess you might have questions for the jets. The Su-57 is supposed to be a backline sniper, except you don't really have to use it that way. The Cab 500s are good enough to one-tap tanks themselves, and the anti-radiation helps a lot against helps with survivability to like disrupt Pack 3s or Pack 2s. The MiG-35 in the meantime is pretty much the same plane, the same jet, except it does not have laser, it has less fuel, but you can have this is like the perfect plane for blowing up bookers, really. Like this blows up bookers and it's fast. It has like the same seed missiles, so pretty much whatever, like you can even have different types of AA, like this is up to you. So yeah, it is pretty good. It is a pretty good jet that I don't see people use a lot. But you know, like just you do you, man. Like just a cool build that I would recommend. So yeah. Anyways, guys, it did turn out this did turn out to be a pretty long video. I was expecting it to be a bit like shorter, but you know, if you guys did manage to enjoy the video, please leave a like or comment on the video. Much thanks to Kiko and Nova for supporting the channel, along with BA Armory, right? Yeah, BA Armory for being a long-time partner for I think a month. Oh shit, went too long. I guess I'll play it again. Goodbye, everyone.